Hello, I'm Justin Porter, and today's date is the 19th of September 2023, and I'm in the Bow Desert Cemetery. Yeah, I'm in the Bow Desert Cemetery, and I'll give you a look around. I'll just give you a look around. This is the no, this is not the Bow Desert Cemetery, my mistake. This is the Verisdale Cemetery. No, Glen Eagle. I should start the whole video again. No, this is the Glen Eagle Cemetery. This is the Glen Eagle Cemetery in southeast Queensland, and it's a beautiful day today. I think we're going to get 28 degrees. It's been the warmest September on record here in Queensland. Now we're into spring. This is just a month after winter. We had our warmest winter. Yeah, we had our warmest winter. So hear the birds. I just want to say hello to a lot of my commenters. Hello, Colin Zafke, how are you? I want to say hello to Eva. Eva has a good YouTube channel called Eva. She's English, I think. I want to say hello to Rion Cultastic. I want to give out a big shout out to some of my commenters, Bob Oakes and Cindy. They're some of my commenters. Today's subject, what I want to talk about today, well, first of all, I want to say yesterday's video, the video I did yesterday on my 5th anniversary, my beautiful wife Nicole was sleeping in the next room, and she woke up and came in my room, so I had to stop the video because my wife is a fully believing Jehovah's Witness. She doesn't doubt the religion at all, and she gets really upset when I make these apostate videos. She gets really upset, so I actually had to stop the video, and because she fully believes in it. And my wife is my best friend, and I have to put myself in my wife's shoes, because just say I was still a Jehovah's Witness and my wife became apostate, right? Just say I was still a Jehovah's Witness and Nikki became, my beautiful wife Nicole, if she became apostate, how would I react? And especially making apostate videos, how would I feel if I was still a believing Jehovah's Witness and my wife was making apostate videos? Because in the Jehovah's Witness religion, they get taught that apostates are the worst type of people. They're even worse than pedophiles, you know. So apostates are the worst of the worst, the unforgivable sin. And making YouTube videos, well, that's unforgivable, you know, apostate videos, you know. So that's what I just want to say, because, yeah, and that's all, you know. So I have to put myself in my wife's shoes if Nicole became apostate, and if I was still a Jehovah's Witness, and if Nicole was making videos, how would I feel if I walked in on her making apostate videos? And in the Jehovah's Witness religion, they teach that, you know, I couldn't imagine what it's like having your marriage mate being an apostate and making videos, you know. So I'm kind of understanding, and she's been patient with me. After the wedding, she said she felt sad at the wedding because she missed me and she wished I was at the wedding, and you know, if you came back, she goes, I wish you'd come back. And I said, well, I don't believe in Jehovah. And she goes, I want you to come back for Jehovah. I don't want you to come back to the religion just for me. I want you to come back for Jehovah. And I thought that was so sweet of her. And I try to put myself in her shoes. And, you know, she's really been good, you know. So I have to be very, just very patient, you know, because she's been patient with me. She's been patient with me. And I've been pretty good lately. If I find some interesting thing on YouTube, I don't kind of share it with her anymore, because I know how she reacts to it. And I'm quite content with her remaining a Jehovah's Witness, you know. Oh, here we have a reverend. Look at this. Gloria in Ecclesia Dei, Reverend Thomas Enright, ordained priest 1883, and for 34 years parish priest at Blackhall and Wynnum, died 17th of December 1919, age 58. Wow. And here we have another priest. We have Reverend James Enright, ordained priest 1880, and for 38 years priest of this parish, died 24th of May 1921, aged 68 years. So wow. And beloved wife of Jack Oxon and daughter of Michael Kate Enright, died 13th of June 1923. 1923, 100 years ago, aged 27. So she would have been born in 1896. She would have been born in 1896 and she died in 1923. Wow, interesting. So we have to be very patient with our family members who are still Jehovah's Witnesses. But the title of my video today is Drugs and Religion. And that includes alcohol too, because people always say alcohol and drugs, but we must include alcohol as a drug, because alcohol is a drug, you know. And religion and alcohol, which I'm not really against that much, because I have no trouble with people drinking. I have no trouble with people smoking marijuana, you know, taking LSD and magic mushrooms. If people want to do that, it's their life, and they do that because it gives them relaxation and it gives them an escape from the hassles of life. And I'm not against alcohol or marijuana or LSD or magic mushrooms or any of those drugs. I think drugs have a place in life, and I think religion has a place in life too. I think that religion helps people cope with the death of their loved one. Yeah, I do believe that. I believe that religion helps cope with seeing our dead loved ones again. That would be a beautiful thing. I hope it's true. You know, it'd be nice if it was, if we could be reunited with our dead loved ones. So I have no trouble with religion and drugs, because they relax us, they let us forget our troubles, and I think drugs and religion are very similar to each other. Now don't forget, I'm including alcohol too. So if you drink alcohol, good for you, but alcohol is still a drug, and you're a drug addict if you drink alcohol or take any drugs, but that's okay. It's your life. Life's short, and we take drugs. People take drugs to release and relieve anxiety, and some people need drugs, and it helps them cope, you know, just the way religion helps us cope. Religion helps us cope, and drugs help us cope. And so this headstone here, wow, if you were standing there and that fell, look at the angle of that headstone. James Elliot died August 20th, 1900, aged 67. So he was born in 1833, erected by his loving wife and family. Look at this headstone here. It looks like it's going to tip over. It looks like it's going to tip over. If a little kid was to climb that headstone, that would fall on top of them and crush them to death. You know, some of them headstones, you have to be careful. If they fall on you, you know, some of them are, some old graveyards, I look at some old graveyards and the headstones literally fall over. And they must weigh a bit, you know. Isn't this a lovely headstone? Patrick Jeffrey Enright. Oh, must be related to the priests. 6th of August, 931, 9th of February, 2016. And his wife, Pauline Enright, born 936, and she died in 2016. So she was 80 and he was 85. Lovely headstone, you know. And so drugs and religion to me are very similar. Drugs help people escape reality. They relax people, they calm people down, just the same as religion calms people down. And religion gives us comfort that we will see our dead loved ones again, and gives us comfort there will be a life after death. You know, if it's true, well, it doesn't really matter, because if it gives you comfort, gives you something to believe in, I think people need it. Mary Moroney died November 3, 1883, aged 5 years old. Also, Hugh Patrick died May 9th, 1916, aged 21. So young. The poor parents. Could you imagine the poor parents? Do you see how religion helps? You will see your child and you'll see your young 21-year-old son in heaven again. That's so comforting. Bridget Maloney, born Country Clare Island, died March 25, 1889, aged 60. Also Michael, her son, born Clare Island, died May 5th, 1906, 1959. No, age 59, 1906. I tell you what, it's going to be a very, very bad bushfire season, this one. A very bad bushfire season. You know, this one. It's this one here. Terence Doyle, who died March 8th, 1889, aged 62 years. May he rest in peace, erected by his loving wife. And well, I hope they're together in heaven. And I hope there is something nice, or resurrection, paradise earth. The paradise earth teaching is a beautiful teaching. And I tell my wife that, hey, Nikki, one day I may be in paradise with you. One day I'll be in paradise having a pet lion, a pet panda, and because Jehovah will think, well, Justin's a good guy. As long as you're a good person, it doesn't matter what you believe. Nobody knows. We really don't know. Agnostic, we should really all be agnostic, because none of us know what happens at death. We don't know. Elizabeth Rafter died 24th of March 1941, aged 91. So she would have been born in 1850. Wow. Middle of the 19th century. Incredible. Middle of the 19th century, all us people in YouTube land were dead. We didn't exist. And maybe that's what happens when we die. We go back into that same non-existence. Maybe us living now, we go back to what we were in 1850. And in 1850, we just simply didn't exist. You know, Martin Milett died Josephville, 22nd of February, 1919. 22nd of February is my father's suicide death day. On the 22nd of February 1969, my 38-year-old father was found in a Parramatta Park in Sydney with a suicide note under his head. My father committed suicide because he lost custody of us 3 children. My brother and I, in 1969, were in an orphanage, in a state-run orphanage, right? And my sister was living with my grandparents. So I was 8 in 1969. My sister was 11 in 1969, and my brother was 12. So my 12-year-old brother and me, who was 8 in Burnside Boys Home in Sydney. Now this was an orphanage, a government-run one, so we weren't molested or anything like that. We weren't harmed in any way. It was a government-run one. And my father suicided on the 22nd of February 1969. So 50 years after Martin Milett died, because he died in 1919, 50 years later my father died. Wow. We have loved him in life, let us not forget him in death. Eternal rest grant him, O Lord, and let perpetual light shine upon him. May his soul rest in peace. Now, isn't that a beautiful saying? I think that is absolutely beautiful. I hope that's true. This is Anne Dwyer. She died in 1913. She would have been born in 1829? Is that right? Oh, wait a minute. 1839. I think she would have been born in 1839, I think. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I don't know. Oh, yours was the spirit to centre in the strife, to soothe and to guide us to touring through life. And yet, though to praise you our words are but weak, but God knows of your goodness so gentle and meek. Our beloved sister Anne, you've now reached the goal, God's promised reward to a most faithful soul. Now, isn't that beautiful? How beautiful is that poems? Aren't they lovely poems? What people believe in? It's so nice. Blessed are the dead who die in the Lord. From henceforth, how saith the Spirit, that they may rest from their labour, for their works follow them. Isn't that sweet? Some beautiful sayings in the Bible. He that looked well to the paths of her house, and hath not eaten her bread, idle her children of called her blessed. Well, that's a lovely poem. That's a nice one. Yeah, they're lovely. A bit hard to read, that one. But this is, don't you find cemetery so peaceful? So peaceful. And so, as I said, I think drugs, alcohol, marijuana, LSD, magic mushrooms, all those things are like religion. So religion and drugs are very similar. And I used to smoke marijuana. And I gave up marijuana, and I gave up alcohol, gave up cigarettes, and I don't do that, but I'm not against it. And I gave up religion too. But if you're religion, I have no qualms about it at all. No problem with anyone who's religious, as long as you don't harm people and hurt people. That's the main thing. And so I hope we do get to see our dead loved ones again. And I'm going to start singing now, so you can leave the video if you don't want to hear me singing. But I'm going to sing a song by the 3 black women in America in 1974. Their band was called 3 Degrees, and they had a hit called When Will I See You Again? And the song went, when will I see you again? When will our hearts beat together? Are we in love or just friends? Is this my beginning or is this the end? When will I see you again? When will I see you again? When will our hearts beat together? Are we in love or just friends? Is this my beginning or is this the end? When will I see you again? Boom, 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 boom. When will I see you again? So that's When Will I See You Again by 3 Degrees. Came out in 1974. And another song I want to sing is by Gloria Gaynor, 975 song, 975. I was 14 years old in 975, and Gloria Gaynor, black lady in America, she had a song called I Just Can't Say Goodbye. I never can say goodbye, no, 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 I never can say goodbye. Every time I think I'm keeping heading for the door. There's a very strange vibration that's just hurting me more and more. I say, hey, turn around, you fool, and I just love you more and more. Tell me why is it so? I just wanna let you go. I never can say goodbye, but girl, oh no, 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 I never can say goodbye. No, 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 no. I never can say goodbye, girl. Ooh, ooh, baby. I never can say goodbye. No, 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 no. And one of my favourite songs by Elvis Presley is Mama Love the Roses. Ever heard that song by Elvis Presley? Not too sure what year it came out, but the song went by Elvis Presley, Mama Love the Roses. Oh, Mama love the roses in such a special way. We'd bring them every Mother's Day and put them on her grave. Oh, Mama loved the roses, but most of all she cared to always think if we said our prayers, and if we said our prayers. I remember the Sunday bells ringing in the morning. I remember crying when she used to say, oh, Mama loved the roses, but most of all she cared about the way we'd live our lives, and if we said our prayers. I remember the Sunday bells ringing in the morning. I remember crying when she used to say, oh, Mama love the roses in such a special way. We'd bring them every Mother's Day and put them on a grave. Oh, the dead are complaining. I hear, stop your damn singing, shut up. What's the dead? The dead, shut up, we're trying to rest in peace. Shut the blinking hell up. We're trying to rest in peace. Give us some peace. Oh, I thought this was heaven. It's hell with this guy singing. This guy's singing above my grave. What's he singing? Oh, give us a rest. Hey, so I'm disturbing the dead, so I've got to keep quiet. I have to keep quiet because I don't want to wake up the dead, because they're complaining about my singing. They thought they were in heaven, but this guy's singing is driving me to hell, you know. So I just want to say that's the end of the video. That's about 24 minutes. And I hope there is something nice after death. I don't know. I don't know if there is. I hope there is. I hope there is something nice. We really don't know. Nobody knows what happens at death, because nobody's really come back to tell us. So I'm agnostic when it comes to that, and I wouldn't have a clue what happens at death. And I think drugs and religion are very similar to each other. And by the way, I'm sober. I am absolutely sober. I am sober. I am sober. I haven't taken anything. 100% sober. I had my last drink of alcohol on the 8th of December. Yeah, so I'm sober. Sober. I haven't taken any drugs, so I'm a sober being. And I have nothing wrong. I have no problem with drugs, alcohol, and religion, as long as they don't harm you. If they're harming you, give them up. If religion is harming you and harming other people, give it up. But if it's not if your religion doesn't harm people, you don't have to give it up, you know. Now here's a lovely thing. McGrath, in the quiet acre they have done with the light sweet wine of wind and rain. They drink from the breasts of the earth, never again. They have walked in sorrow and song, shadow and sun. Here where the leaves fall, the walk is done. Here where the songbirds are, the sanctus rings, clear to the dust that has held immortal things. They have done with the wine of earth, with dream and strife. They drink from the chalice of stars, immortal life. Now, isn't that beautiful? What a beautiful... I'll show you that poem so you can freeze from it. That's a beautiful poem. What a lovely poem that is, you know. So, these beautiful sayings on headstones. That's a lovely one, that one. So we'll call it a day. Call it a day. And here in Australia, lovely spring. It's spring in Queensland, Australia. And, oh, that's a bright one. Oh, that's a bright grave, isn't it? Paint. It's a lovely one. Yeah. So I'm going to leave it there. Bye now. Have a lovely day. Like, subscribe, share, and bye then.